I think people can take away something from the fact that I wrote a book at all. Like, who loses a hand, like the thing you write with, and then says, you know what, now's the time to write a book. Like, that should be, inspiring in some way. But I mean, I want people to learn from my mistakes as well as the successes that I've had. I don't shy away from my failings and the things I did wrong on the road to becoming this one-armed Special Forces guy. I'm proud of the fact that I was willing to actually share those struggles and to talk about them. Family life took a few twists and turns. I was born into a secular Jewish home from Miami. When I was 8, my parents decided that we were becoming Orthodox. So that was interesting, that was a shift. Birthright was an eye-opening experience. I'm a huge fan of the organization. That's where I met really my first group of friends who were Israeli soldiers and realized that that's something that I wanted to do as well. The start of my service was a combination of emotions. One of it was awe and respect for the cause I was fighting for. Also, literally, what's going on? I don't know. I don't understand the language they're speaking. There is no better incentive to learning a language than having to do extra push-ups or laps or cleaning toilets. So yeah, I picked up Hebrew really fast. So this is the first unit that I served in. That's the unit I served in when I lost my arm. Anytime you have a black border around it, that means that you lost a friend or somebody in that unit. The morning before I got injured was already a very bad day for my unit. We got back to base to learn that a captain from our brigade, we got hit by 5 RPGs and that we were going to be going in for the first time so that we could take over his unit's position, essentially. I was sitting in my tent, kind of gathering my thoughts, trying to figure out how I felt about this whole situation that I was in. And while I was thinking, I was directly hit by a 120mm mortar. I lost my left arm on the spot. There were a couple of new realities that I woke up to, all of them difficult. One was the struggles of just doing simple tasks again, things as simple as tying my shoes or, buckling a belt, buttoning a shirt, cutting food. I was not welcomed back into the IDF with open arms. I woke up one day in rehab and I had, papers that said, hey, you're done, thank you for your service, goodbye, and I was furious because I wasn't ready to finish. So I had to fight my way back in. The reason I insisted so strongly to go back to the IDF is because I didn't want my injury to define me. And I knew that if I went back, it basically meant that I was erasing the damage. Fortunately, I found a general who was willing to at least give me the chance. I had to relearn how to shoot, load, and unjam an assault rifle. I had to do obstacle courses in full combat gear. That include jumping over a 7-foot wall, climbing rope, crawling. So, by the time I was there, people understood why. No favors were being done. I had earned my spot back on the team. I didn't choose to be a motivational speaker. I was at some dinner somewhere on a college campus. There were 500 students there, and the guy in charge came over and said, hey, do you mind saying a few words to the students about your story? And I'm a shy person, but I didn't want to deny my host his request. And I had to get up in front of all those people, totally embarrassed, to talk about my life for the first time. And I've been doing it ever since. Because I was able to get past it, I think that gave my parents and my siblings and my friends permission to get past it as well. There had been so many things in my life before then that I just didn't complete, things I hadn't finished. And I was sick of that being the case. I was going to see this one through, like I was asking a lot of myself, but I'm so happy that I did.